14.
That ties the game at 14. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A 3-yard.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He finds Taylor, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Herbert sacked.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for us. And he's going to go down again. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Taylor.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 46-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the give, this is Washington. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater, and he will find Davis. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
23 yards, the final tally. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. Very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
2 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Herbert now. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Sly on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Chargers 14. Joey Slye.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that...
There he goes, right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. It's a big one there for the Chargers. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go jet sweep. This is Taylor. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taywan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Casey Hayward.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And past the 40 before it was out of bounds. It's going to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And going deep for him. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. K.J. Hill. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score, Chargers 35, Panthers 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Desmond King picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets it down to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go.
He's got him in. Complete. The 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 79 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Chargers 38, Panthers 35. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Manhertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 42.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. His 3rd interception. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a simple return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Taken down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 1, Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Panthers 49. Chargers 38. Joey Sly to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2-for-1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert on 1st down now. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Herbert steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One receiver left, that's Allen. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They snap it to Herbert. And this one's caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Taylor Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Panthers 49. Chargers 45. For the Chargers.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessful.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And some room to maneuver. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
They get this out left, and he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5.
Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
38-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop, They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rashawn Jenkins picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert throwing again. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Hunter Henry entered the league. People are really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he is caught at the 7. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. Complete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Washington. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At their 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to do it.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jerry Tillery breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first, here's Washington. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Washington, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Kickoff for Carolina.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. I mean, you can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Herbert now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Henry. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here's the final minute. Things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Yardage here. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And they will find Davis. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Bridgewater. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
Now Washington. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
The line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Today's final score, Panthers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona.